Smackdown continues to be boring week in and week out, and this was no different. Smackdown took place in Dublin, Ireland. The show came on at 3 p.m. I didn't watch it at that time. I ended up watching it at 8. So it is what it is. Again, it was boring and bland. It's not going to be a long review, so we're going to go ahead and get into Smackdown from August the 22nd, 2025. So I'm going to go over the Logan Paul, John Cena stuff because that was the best stuff on the show, for the most part. So I'm going to start there, and then from there I'm going to go into the beginning of the show. So Logan Paul came out, he made fun of the Dublin crowd and everything else. Saying that he's better than John Cena. He said that he wanted to play a game and yada, yada, yada. He says that he's a future Hall of Famer. He's a future WrestleMania main eventer. So, Logan Paul then called out John Cena. John Cena came out, got a massive reaction. So, John Cena said that Logan Paul was welcomed with open arms, but instead of respecting him, he leaves the ring. So, he walks out to the Prime bottle, and he says Paul used the WWE as a branding opportunity so he can get enough money to buy another Pokemon card. Then he tips over the station, which was funny. He makes fun of Logan Paul some more. He said that Logan Paul's not an outsider. He's a parasite. He says the truth is a jagged pill. And the truth is Logan Paul has sucked away opportunities from deserving superstars like Dominic Mysterio, Jacob Fatu, and AJ Styles. And then John Cena mentions Logan Paul's legal issues, which is funny there too. So, Logan Paul then, he slapped John Cena, took his hat off and everything else, shoved him a bit. Logan Paul went for a sucker punch. John Cena reversed it and hit the FU, and the crowd popped massive. So this was pretty good. I thoroughly enjoyed this. Logan Paul didn't really say much of anything, if we're being honest. He got his typical, heel shit in. But John Cena took Logan Paul to school. He schooled him massively. He scorched him. I'm like, damn. So, I like Logan Paul. He is a good athlete. He's good. He's okay on the mic. But, man, John Cena ripped him to shreds. So, there is that. All right, moving on from that, we're going to get into the start of the show, the beginning of the show. So Becky Lynch comes out. She basically says nothing, how she beat Lyra and everything else, and how Ireland is nothing without her and everything, and all this and the third. They've got 3 wrestlers from Ireland, from Dublin: Sheamus, Finn, and Becky. And neither of those two, Sheamus nor Finn Balor, they were not on this show, which is weird, but it is what it is. It doesn't matter. And then she talked about Seth Rollins, her hot husband and all that nonsense. So Tiffany Stratton comes out, her and Becky, they have some words and everything. Then Nia Jax shows up, Jade Cargill shows up, yada, yada, yada. Nick Aldis shows up, and then he makes the tag team main event of Becky Lynch and Nia Jax, versus Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton. So, who cares? It is what it is. Whatever. I don't give a shit about this. This is a waste of time. Moving on. Moving on. This leads us into the first match of the night. Mellow Don't Miz, a.k.a. The Miz and Carmelo Hayes, they defeat Motor City Machine Guns. Carmelo hit his famous finish from off the top rope, and then The Miz stole the pin for the 1-2-3. Babyface Miz is over. People love him, so why wouldn't they? So that is fine there. Then this leads us into Jimmy Uso. He's backstage. So he's interrupted by Sami Zayn. The two of them, they dap up and hug. Sammy is proud of Jimmy. And he says that the child always has an uncle in Sammy Uso. So Solo and his crew, they step up. Solo talks about the baby and the bloodline before Sami interrupts, leading to Solo saying that he doesn't have time for the underdog story. Sami Zayn says Solo isn't dealing with an underdog Sami Zayn. He's dealing with main event WrestleMania Sami Zayn. And apparently they're going to have their U.S. title match next week, so that should be the main event of the show. It is what it is. Who cares? I don't give a damn about it. But once again, congratulations to Naomi and Jimmy Uso. Moving on, this leads us into Piper Niven. She defeated Charlotte Flair with the help of Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green got involved, raked the eyes of Charlotte, and Piper got the win via the Michinoku driver. Yes, I'll say that again. Piper Niven won via the Michinoku driver, which is basically just a basic move. So, whatever. I don't give a shit about this. I really don't. Moving on from this. So, Julia, she's finally back. She's backstage. She's been gone for about a good 3-4 weeks, if not more. So, her and Kiana James, they're interrupted by Mia Yim, a.k.a. Michin. She wants an appointment with the champ. So, Kiana, she chimes in to say all inquiries go through her. So, this leads to Mia Yim saying she'll gladly take on Kiana before Julia defends the title against her. And then Julia says she's not worried. Okay, that's fine. Do I care about this? No, I do not. Not at all. I don't care about this. Not one bit. Then Tiffany Stratton, she's backstage. She tells Jay that she doesn't need her help. She didn't need her help earlier on. So whatever. Who cares about that? So then this leads us into another backstage segment with Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. So Drew McIntyre tells Logan Paul to make things right tonight, like he did to Cody Rhodes. Okay, that's cool. The Street Profits, they defeat the MFTs, JC Mateo and Tonga Loa. I don't care about this at all. Moving on from this nonsense. Who cares? Then we were supposed to get Aleister Black and R-Truth, but R-Truth did a video saying that he is actually in Dublin, Georgia, so he's back to being, dumb and ditzy again, but whatever, who cares? So Damien Priest shows up, him and Aleister Black, they have a brawl that leads to the back and all that nonsense, so whatever. I don't care about this at all. Then this leads us into Drew McIntyre. He calls Cody Rhodes a bitch. He says that he's got no more friends left, that being Cody Rhodes. Then Randy shows up from behind, RKO's Drew, and gets a massive reaction. Okay, that's fine. That's cool there. Main event of the evening, Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton, they defeat Becky Lynch and Nia Jax. I don't give a shit about this at all either. This was a waste of time. And this was basically Smackdown. So, whatever. Then, before Smackdown officially went off the air, John Cena walked up to Nick Aldis and everything. And he mentions Brock Lesnar briefly. And then out of nowhere, Logan Paul sucker punches John Cena with a nasty right. And then he lays out John Cena. And that was it. So, SmackDown, as per usual, was boring. However, I did like the Logan Paul, John Cena stuff. That was good. I didn't care about anything else on the show. I just didn't. So, it is what it is. I feel bad for the people in Europe and the UK. Why do you guys go to these shows? For what? What are you going to these shows for? It's a waste of fucking time. It's a waste of everyone's time involved. I promise you it is. I mean, why would you go to spend your hard-earned money to see slop? But whatever. But what did you guys think of SmackDown? Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.